Okay, so here we are in the Magic Gathering Arena. Today is black and red spells. We'll get 500 Mastery XP, 500 gold for finishing the quest. As always, 25 XP, 250 gold for each win. We still have some weekly left, at least 5 wins left. We should level up at least once with no trouble at all. Not that it matters, everything is locked. We're well beyond what's needed for that challenge, I guess you could say. I'm gonna go in and find a deck that screams red and black for the day, for the first try here, and move on to what works if this don't from there. Yeah. Ah, poop. Nah, no sense in staying with this one. Really lost our rank big time yesterday, and now it's just going backwards even more. There's no more fairness left in the game. It's so imbalanced and the shuffle is so broken. It's not worth playing. And not to mention it's like a dead man's land. They play the same names if it can find them over and over and over again. There's about a dozen or so of them still. Sometimes they don't play the same names over and over again. Sometimes they just don't want to play. Heh. Point in hand. This guy's starting with his counter add life cards here, showing a real confidence in what he's got going on. No fairness, as you can see, to the game whatsoever. It does not give opponents the ability or the opportunity to play the game. They're just out to tear people up, It's not, there was no strategy to this whatsoever. Doesn't need to be any more powerful to take me out. It's just, the whole concept of the game is just completely shot to nonsense like this. Ridiculousness. He took the entire deck out with one land, literally. You shouldn't have the ability to fire anything when he's got under the amount of lands necessary. That's the way the game should be. That would be true balance. If you don't have the influence, even if the card is on the board, you can't use it. And that's basically it. Lands are not necessarily mana, they're influence, they're the power, the influence behind you. If you don't have the influence on the board, even if the card is there, you shouldn't be able to use it. Well, now again, that's quite a cheat. Don't care how you spell it, cheat is a cheat. Whether you're doing it with a 1-point card or a 10-point card, a cheat is a cheat. Is a cheat is a cheat. Again, a cheat is a cheat is a cheat. Again, a cheat is a cheat is a cheat is a cheat. And that's the bottom line on this, guys.
Hey, these little guys are great. Anyone who stands in my way is getting sizzled. Time to blaze a path to victory.
Fuck you. Fuck you and the deck you wrote in on. That is cheating. Get it? That's what I mean by control. It's not enough to ban a card, but you cannot have more than one card that can do something in a game. If you've got 16 cards that can counter up other cards, then the game is out of balance. You're not controlling it. Doesn't matter if you ban a Planeswalker, or you ban this, or you ban that. That's one card. But you're not controlling it. If you allow a guy to play with 60 cards, 26 of them lands, one of them a creature, and all the rest of them creatures that power it up more and more and more and more continually, you're not controlling the game. You should only have 4 of those, not 52 of them. That's control. This is pathetic. Now, I've lost a whole month's worth of rank. One would think that out of 22 games, you could win more than 2. And most of those were won because the people just left before the game even started. And there's no reason for it, because these decks win. I've been up in the diamond ranks and such with these very decks, and there's no reason they should be losing. None. This is not sour grapes, it's not saltiness. It's pointing out that the game is not working, it's not controlled properly, the shuffle's not working. The developers, they don't give a care. They're rigging I consider it rigging the game, and I'd be pretty sure most of the players out here consider it rigging the game at this point. Especially the ones who've already walked away, and there's thousands of them. And when you do start to get the best of them like that, they won't play. These are not card players. These are cowards. These are cowards that try to build decks to rip people up and just rush their way to the top, where they fail time and time again. They're not getting good players. They're just getting people who want to spoil a game for other people. Lower class players. Bottom feeders, if you will. As long as you got a dollar bill, I guess Wizards of the Coast don't care who they get. Yeah, shuffle should give me something more than lands here to play with, but it's not going to because it's not working again. I just want you to continue losing games, game after game after game, and then tell you there's nothing wrong with their game, which is bullshit. There ain't a game here to play. It ain't worth playing. There's just no game. If you can't get the cards, if all I can get is lands and no cards to put on the board, or no lands with all kinds of cards I could put on the board if I had them, that's not a game. You got to shuffle the cards to have a card game. You got to match the decks to have a card game. I cannot have a starter deck against something somebody paid $5,000 to put together. I know there's guys out there that say they don't think money and putting money into the game is behind the difference between winning and losing, but I got news for you. If you're paying $5,000 and getting a mountain of wild cards and you're crafting stuff that people have never heard of and you're putting it against a starter deck, there's a big difference. And it is the reason. Okay, so that'll be the end of that, sir. There'll be no more life gain from that eagle. You may have another one because the game is so out of balance, but you ain't getting no more with that one. You are monkeying with the wrong guys. Look, I can recognize games out of balance. Shuffle don't work. They're not running this game correctly. It's scary. I don't know why people keep feeding them money for the cards in the game. If you play the tabletop, that's one thing. That's a whole different ballgame. But this is rigged. They are rigging this game left and right. One couldn't say it was rigged if they really cared about the problems in the game and they took care of them, but they don't really care. As long as you keep stuffing them money, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. And they're never going to fix it. We're going to call this a stream. We'll be back later, probably. Have a good day. Bye-bye.